Hello, I'm Cassandra Malatesta from Italy. I'm 24 and I took part of many short films. My dream is to play Thessaly from Neil Gaiman's The Sandman. This is Thessaly's funeral speech from The Sandman, The Wake. There has been enough room for men in my life. I went through that phase of my career quite some time ago, and I was pleased to be done with it. I think at first I saw him as a worthy antagonist, someone to dislike, and him, to his part, it seemed like meeting someone who was not owed and was not cowed by him. And there was neither. I knew that whatever he truly was, I would never perceive him as anything other than a rather brooding, self-absorbed young man. Until then, still, some months after our encounter in the scary, I dreamed of him. I didn't wish to do so, and I do not think he was pleased by my arrival in his world, but his manners were good. And we began a conversation which stretched over many weeks. And in the end, he invited me to remain in the dreaming as a guest. I astonished myself by saying yes. He began rather gently, rather nervously to court me. And I began also nervously to be courted. We were both initially extremely happy. He loved me. I do not doubt that. But in hindsight, I do not believe that I loved him. I simply felt his love for me, burning, all-consuming. And I reflected it back as the cold light of the moon reflects the light of the sun. Oh, I did not know that at the time I thought I loved him. And gradually his interest in me waned. Although I doubt he realized it. But he had me after all. I was installed in his world, in his castle. He no longer needed to woo me. That's why he returned back to his work, to his duties. And when the light of his love was of me, I realized that I did not love him and I had never loved him. But I went to him. I spoke to him. He said nothing, so I shouted him, asking him why he didn't ask me to stay, why he cared more about this work than me, and why he wouldn't even talk about that. He shrugged. As I told him I was leaving, he nodded and said, "As you will." His voice was as cold as cold. So I left the dreaming that day and went back to real life, and I swore I would never shed another tear for him. Com'era?